consider that ransomware attacks are absolutely and dramatically increasing globally. Another issue is the cyber extortion requests. The cyber extortion is an issue that is analyzed from country to country, because not in every country is legal to pay an extortion, to negotiate an extortion, and this is a question mark to be analyzed in the next future in every country. But I believe that the cyber risk coverage might help also on this aspect big and medium corporations to face up this kind of risk.
Increasingly, we're seeing significant discussion and responses in relation to cyber, whether it's hacking or data breaches, and that has really been a significant issue in the Australian market.
In Denmark, cyber is still an issue within insurance, but not as big an issue as it was expected to be. I think the market thought that one thing that the market would be larger, but especially that the damages covered under the cyber insurance products would be more widespread, which they haven't.
In Brazil, we have a lot of cyber risks. We have a developed industry. We have a highly developed financial system, and we use a lot of technology there. So cyber risks are in the agenda. We have regulations about that, about internal controls to deal with cyber risks. And the insurance companies, they are being challenged to find solutions to cover cyber risks. It's still very difficult to measure cyber risks. So what we see is that we are starting to develop cyber risks policies, insurance policies, but we are in the beginning of the process, as the rest of the world, but more there.
If I can name one about the emerging trend, I would say cyber insurance, because of the digitalization. Everything in China has grown very rapidly, and AI, digital platform, and it has transformed the whole insurance industry. It's about the underwriting process, claim proceeding, customer services, and very importantly, I'm not sure it's that interesting for large, international insurance players, because China is still a country. We have 70 or 80% rural areas, and in the past they kind of cannot afford the insurance products, but because of the digitalization, and then it's possible to provide them, to extend them. We call it micro insurance products to the large rural areas in China. So this is, in my view, that's a very significant progress, for the social development. And for the cyber insurance, because of the digitalization of the insurance industry, and so the cyber risk faced by the insurance industry, we can see it has been increasing. And a lot of insurance companies actually invested significantly more in this area to protect their own data protection. And also Chinese legislation, we have a PIPL, is kind of equivalent to the GDPR in Europe. So that's one thing about of course, it's we talk about the data protection, all this investment done by the insurance companies, but when it comes to the insured, they also has a huge demand for more advanced cyber insurance products, because China, the whole market is still facing some challenges. For example, we don't have a standardized insurance products, and a lot of local insurers, they still have struggles to really understand how to develop such a products, even how to price the premiums, because we don't have this historical data in China. So in that area, we have to learn a lot from more mature markets like US, like UK.
My clients are talking about cybersecurity. For example, a big bank had a very big breach in their accounts, and they didn't have enough coverage. So the issue of cybersecurity and coverage for cybersecurity is increasing. though I think we need more time to realize the importance of this insurance in order to be more like in Europe or in advanced countries.
Well, I suppose as everywhere, cyber is a big issue for the insurance industry. Probably following a little the other markets in terms of its being sold into the market, but the incidence of cyber attacks, but I think more of a driver is the privacy, data breach, inadvertent data release sort of claims that I think is driving a greater take-up of cyber policies, and therefore for the likes of my firm, Cyber Instructions.
As regards, in particular, multinational companies, one of the main added value of the cyber coverage is to provide an incident response available 24 hours per day, 7 days a week, on different jurisdictions. And that's why I believe that the Global Insurance Law Connect network might provide to international carriers and their multinational clients a special service ready to go in every single country with a local specialization, especially as regards privacy law. So this is absolutely an added value of our network in favor of international carriers and international companies.